Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's time to take a look at the games for today, Wednesday, April 3rd, 2024. But first, let's take a look at how we did yesterday. The answer is not good. We ended up losing $242. Thank God the Blue Jays came back to win in the ninth inning. They were down 1-0 and scored two in the top of the ninth, or it could have been a real disaster. We're still up 86 month to date, and obviously today's a new day, so let's bounce back. The first two games of the day are the Kansas City Royals at the Baltimore Orioles and the Texas Rangers at the Tampa Bay Rays. In the Kansas City-Baltimore game, we have the two aces on the mound, Cole Reagans, who really took the league by storm last year after getting traded to Kansas City from Texas, and then Corbin Burns, who obviously is a former Cy Young winner, who got traded in the offseason to Baltimore and is now their ace. Both looked really good on opening day, so we're just going to take 0 runs first inning at minus 140. I think both pitchers will get their teams off to a good start. And then in the Texas-Tampa Bay game, Texas has Eovaldi on the mound. He's kind of turned into their ace with all of the injuries that they have. He looked good on opening day. Savali, he also looked good in his one start against Toronto. However, in this one, we still like the Texas Rangers money line at plus 100. Eovaldi actually faced Tampa Bay 3 times last year and got the win all 3 times. Savali faced Texas once last year when he was with Cleveland, and he got kind of rocked. So we're going to go with Texas in this one. The next two games to look at are the Los Angeles Angels at the Miami Marlins and the Minnesota Twins at the Milwaukee Brewers. In the Angels-Marlins game, we have two pitchers, both of which did not look good in their first starts of the year. Sandoval on opening day against the Orioles couldn't get out of the second inning. He gave up 5 runs, 3 of which were earned. And then Puck, he pitched 2+ innings. He walked 6. His command was not there at all. He ended up giving up 4 runs as well. I think in this one, I like the Angels money line plus 100. Sandoval is the Angels ace. Puck hasn't proven that he can be a starter in this league, so I'm going to go with the Angels. And then with 2 lefties on the mound, I like Trout and Tim Anderson to each get a hit. And then in the Minnesota-Milwaukee game, we got Paddock versus Ross, 2 pitchers who looked like they were off to hot starts to their careers early on when they first became starters, and then injuries derailed kind of both of them. So I'm not really sure what we're going to get out of either ones as they try to bounce back and resurrect their careers. So I think it's best to just stay away from that game overall. However, I do like Christian Yelich to get a hit. He's facing Paddock, a righty, Yelich being a lefty. He's hitting 400 this year. He's been super hot the first 5 games of the year. So we'll ride with Yelich to get a hit. The next 2 games up are the Atlanta Braves at the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox at the Oakland Athletics. In the Atlanta White Sox game, at the time of recording, the White Sox haven't named their starter yet, and so they don't even have the odds up on the site that I use. So I'm not sure what the odds are going to be, although I'm sure the Braves are going to be heavy in the minus over 200s with Strider on the mound. I do like the Braves money line. I'm probably going to try to find a parlay partner for them once I see what the odds are, because I don't like laying more than minus 180, and I'm sure they will be. Plus, they lost yesterday to the Braves, so I'm sure they're going to be looking for a bounce back. So we're going to take the Braves on that one. And then in the Boston-Oakland game, it's Pivetta versus Stripling. Pivetta was a really tough luck loss his first time out. He ended up going 6 innings, only giving up 1 run, and that 1 run was enough. They ended up losing 1-0. That was a game that Devers sat out, though, so they didn't even have their best player in the lineup. And then Stripling, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, 4 of which were earned against Cleveland. He got jumped on in the first inning for 3 runs. So I like Boston Red Sox money line minus 160 in this game. And then I also like Jarren Duran and Rafael Devers, both over 1.5 total bases. Duran's hitting 292 this year. He's going to hit leadoff, so he's going to get 5 at-bats. He's 2 for 3 against Stripling lifetime, so obviously a really small sampling size, but he was 2 for 3 with a homer. And Devers in 22 at-bats is hitting over 363 against Stripling, so I definitely think both those guys can get over 1.5 total bases. The next 2 games to look at are the New York Yankees at the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Cincinnati Reds at the Philadelphia Phillies. First, in the Yankees and Diamondbacks game, it reminds me a lot of yesterday's game. Cortez pitched much better than I thought he would in his first start. He gave up 4 runs early, but he held the Astros there and allowed his Yankees team to come back. The Astros never tacked on more runs. In yesterday's game, Cortez allows 3 runs early, but this time with Gallen on the mound, the Yankees aren't able to come back, and the Diamondbacks tacked on more runs to make sure that the Yankees couldn't come back. I think the same thing could happen today. Rodon pitched much better than I thought he would the first time around. He gave up some runs early, but then he held the Astros right where they were and allowed his Yankees team to come back late. I think that he might give up some runs early here. Kelly can hold them just like Gallen did. Diamondbacks will tack on more runs because they're a better offense. That's just the type of offense that they look like this year. So I'll take the Diamondbacks money line minus 105. I do like Juan Soto to get a hit. That's the one difference in the game. Gallen had a lot of success against Soto. Merrill Kelly in 13 at-bats with Soto. Soto has a 308 average, so I'll take Soto to get a hit. And then the Cincinnati-Philadelphia game, I like the Phillies money line at minus 190. I'm probably going to try to find a parlay partner for them. I don't like laying more than minus 180. Montas pitched better than I thought he would last time out. However, he ended up facing the Washington Nationals. They're a lot weaker offense than the Philadelphia Phillies. And then Wheeler, he pitched really good his first time out, and he faced the Braves, which is a much more potent offense than the Reds. Plus, he's their ace. He's a Cy Young candidate, so I'm going to stick with the Phillies. And then with Montas being a righty, I'm going to take all of the Phillies lefties to get a hit. I'll take Harper to get a hit, Schwarber to get a hit, Stott to get a hit, and Marsh to get a hit. Next up, we have the Cleveland Guardians at the Seattle Mariners and the St. Louis Cardinals at the San Diego Padres. First, in the Cleveland-Seattle game, we're going to run it back. Yesterday, we got burnt by the Mariners, but we're going to take them again today. Money line minus 165. They have Kirby on the mound. He was really good for the Mariners last year, and in his first start this year, he gave up no runs through 6 innings and got the win against the Red Sox. The Red Sox have a better offense than Cleveland does. And then Logan Allen, he pitched against the Athletics. He ended up getting the win, but he gave up 3 runs in 5 innings, plus 2 home runs. Seattle has more firepower than the Oakland offense, so we like Seattle in this one. And then the St. Louis-San Diego game, we're going to stay away from this one. We're not going to bet anything. Zach Thompson, the lefty, he faced the Dodgers and got rocked his first time out. Musgrove has 2 starts because he got the Dodgers in Korea and then the Giants last time out, and he's just gotten obliterated in both of them. So I'm not sure what's going to happen in this game. I'd probably take the over. If the trends continue with these 2 pitchers, it's probably going to be a high-scoring game, but I'm just going to stay away from it. There's other games that we can find to bet. Next up, we have the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Washington Nationals and the Detroit Tigers at the New York Mets. First, in the Pirates-Nationals game, I like the Pirates money line at minus 160. The Pirates have Keller on the mound. He's their ace. In the opening day start against Miami, he went 5+, giving up 5 runs, 4 of which were earned. He got a no decision as the Pirates came back and won late. Williams has never faced the Pirates before. He's a former Pirate. Keller did face the Nationals last year. He went 8 innings, no runs, and the Pirates won 2-0. Also, the Pirates bullpen has looked like the best bullpen in baseball. They have been lights out, a big reason why they're 5-0. So we're going to take the Pirates in this one. And then the Tigers-Mets game. Yesterday's game got rained out, so it's the same starters as yesterday, Mize versus Hauser. We liked the Tigers yesterday. They were plus 110. They didn't add it on my site yet, so I don't know what the new money line is going to be. I would imagine probably plus 110 like yesterday, but we're definitely going to like the Tigers in this one, so we're just going to run it back with them. The next 2 games to look at are the Colorado Rockies at the Chicago Cubs and the Toronto Blue Jays at the Houston Astros. First, in the Colorado-Chicago game, the Cubs are going with a bullpen game. Colorado has Quantrill on the mound. He did not look good against Arizona at all, as Arizona really knocked the Rockies around in that series. However, with the Cubs doing a bullpen game, something that they don't normally do, so I'm just going to stay away from this one. I do like Cody Bellinger to get a hit. He's had some success against Quantrill in the past. He's a lefty versus Quantrill the righty, so I'll take Bellinger to get a hit. And in the Toronto-Houston game, same thing, Bassett versus Javier. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. The Astros are 1-5. The only one they got was a no-hitter. Otherwise, they're 0-5 outside of that no-hitter, and all 5 losses have come from the bullpen. So the starters have pitched well. Javier gave up 0 runs in his outing, and then the bullpen blew the game for him. So I really am going to stay away. Bassett, he gave up a grand slam. That was the big hit in the Toronto-Tampa Bay game. He ended up getting the loss. But otherwise, other than that grand slam, one mistake, he actually pitched pretty well. So I think it's best to just stay away. I will take the lefty, Yordan Alvarez, to get a hit against Bassett. He's faced him several times and has some success. So I'll take Yordan Alvarez to get a hit. The last game of the night is the San Francisco Giants at the Los Angeles Dodgers. In this game, we like the Dodgers money line minus 225. However, we will try to find a parlay partner because we don't like to lay more than minus 180. The Dodgers have Glasnow on the mound. He is their ace, Cy Young candidate, the big trade acquisition that they got to go with the big offseason acquisition of Ohtani. He's been lights out his first 2 starts of the year already. When he is on his game, he looks unhittable. He has a high strikeout rate. So I think the Dodgers is the play here. The Giants do have Harrison on the mound. He's a good young pitcher. His first time out, he looked really good against the Padres. He went 6 innings, only giving up 2 runs. He got the win. But last year, he did face the Dodgers twice. Both games the Dodgers won. However, in one of those games, he did pitch 5 innings and gave up no runs. So obviously, the Dodgers beat their bullpen. The Dodgers bullpen this year has not been the most effective. However, the Giants bullpen has been even worse. So I think in this one, it's safe to just take the Dodgers, put them in a parlay with somebody, and that's how we'll finish the day. Okay, that's it for today's game. So please leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the analysis. Let me know if you're fading me or tailing me. Let me know if you're making any money by betting with me or against me. Also, if you can click the like and subscribe button, it'll go a long way as I try to launch this channel. If you click on the notification bell, you'll get notified every day when I post my video. I usually post them in the middle of the night or really, really early in the morning, the day of the games. I record them the night before, late the night before. So if you click on the notification bell, you'll know when they go live. So that way you can be more informed before you place your bets. And then last, if you follow me on X, formerly Twitter, and on Instagram at Sportsbook Whisper, Sportsbook has no vowels. That's where I'll post my final plays about 1 to 2 hours before the game. Obviously, in this video that I'm making, I don't have all the information of like injuries or lineups and everything. So I may change my mind, may add something, may delete something. So if you follow me there, you'll get the final plays of the night. So I hope you guys can make some wins today like I'm hoping to make some wins, and I will see you guys tomorrow.